Welcome to the Brick Freak. Today with the final review of the incredible cave god UCS Sandcrawler here from Mould. I can't show you any more clearer footage. I won't go into detail in this review, because if you want details, look the 4 assembly videos. Yes, this is only my final opinion here. With this incredible heavy and big set are coming here 2 big instruction booklets, really heavy. Model number is 21009 and we have 13,168 pieces, says Mould. I don't know, I haven't counted. Okay, this is a stolen mock from Cave God. Sorry Cave God that Mould did this to you, but I bought your instructions a long time ago, and so I can sleep well. And for all the other guys, there are 2 links in the description. One goes to the shop where I bought this and where you can buy it with worldwide shipping and everything, the price is included. And the other link goes to Replicable, where you can buy the original instructions, I believe for $60 from Cave God. And there are good reasons to buy the instructions from Cave God. I tell you later. Are they still in? Yes. You see this little Java guy? Okay, this thing here is minifig scale. So that's the reason we have this size here, and it's incredible. It's incredible. 13K on pieces. So we have from the largest we have 95 centimeters in length. What's the highest point? Perhaps here. We have 47 centimeters in height, and we have on the around 27 and a half centimeters in width. I couldn't weight it, but I believe it's between 11 and 13 kilogram. This is incredible. This set comes motorized with 6 motors. In each of these track packs is 1 motor and 2 are inside to open the front. Okay, so where should I start? The design. This thing is incredible. It is so detailed, it is so cool, it's so fun to build. The design is great. This thing is one of the best sets I have ever built, with one exception. I tell you later, there's a little bummer, but it's a really enjoyable build. Great. And Cave God, what you did is incredible. That's amazing. First you're building 4 track parts, then a middle part, put on the tracks. Then you're building a cage, set it on the track part, on the base. And when you finish the cage, you're building panels and click it onto 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 16, 17 panels, and then it's done. Yes. So, do you believe that this thing is drivable with that weight? We say we say 12 kilogram. I'm sure there are guys who know how much this will weigh. Please write it in the comments. Okay, so. It moves. Not fast. Every old lady with a senior walker, or I don't know the English term. That's incredible. But he's driving. And the original in the movies isn't a Ferrari, so perhaps this is minifig scale and original speed. I don't know. Okay, but it's driving, and I show you in a few seconds when I show you the front that is working too. Okay, here in the middle you can open it. Ah, that's always happening. Okay, so in the middle you can open it, and then you can put both of your hands. There's enough room, and completely down there is the battery box. One battery box for all of the 6 motors. So this thing can't drive a long distance, even if you use only the motors, the 4 for driving. Inside are details of the scrap room, I believe, and the cockpit here. If you want to see more, the assembly video. You can open this here, and there's the cockpit. I make photos. You see photos in the beginning. Well, you saw. I put it into beginning. Yes, you saw photos. Okay, there are photos here. Then I turn it to you in a few seconds. If you want to disassemble it, it goes really fast. Most of the panels you can easily detach, transport it, and I believe in 10, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, you can get it strapped down so you can transport it, and a few minutes more to reassemble it. This is not for kids. This is not a toy at all, because it's too slow and some parts can fall down. So not to play on a birthday party. And it's too slow that you can send it over to the fridge to get you beer. So what you can do, put 4 rubber points on it, a big plate of glass, and you have a couch table, a movable couch table. That's a perfect thing, a perfect purpose for this set here. Or you put it on a shelf and are happy with the most expensive brown piece of plastic that's ever made. Okay, so I turn it now a little bit so you can see the front, and the front is the thing that we have problems here. Cave God did he saw his mistakes. There is an upgraded version of his instructions. And in the upgraded version, the problems here in the front, I will tell you, are not there. We have 2 differences here, big differences to the Cave God design. The first is the color white. Here and on this side it's even more. Doesn't exist in the original. It's light bluish gray. So that's different. I can live with it, but if you wanted the Cave God way, then buy the instructions from Cave God and the parts in gray. Inside, the Technic frame you're building all the panels on is white too, mostly. So, but this part you don't see, so for me, no need to change. The cockpit is white, but I haven't looked the cockpit from Cave God. So I don't know if his version is there white or light bluish grey too. I have only watched some parts where I had problems with. I built it. This is the original, not exactly the original Mould King version, a little bit different. Some panels are a little bit different, the colors, because I didn't find the right color and later I found it, but that doesn't matter. And only if you compare them both side by side you will see it. But in the front I made little changes, and now I turn this thing here. And inside there are tracks in the scrap room where they transport the droids to get scrapped. And these tracks here in, I believe, dark bluish or light bluish grey, they are missing in the set. They are missing, they are not in the instructions, they are not in the set, and it's around 130, 140 of the tracks you need if you want the cavecoat version. And, like I told you, the parts in another color. Or you say, like I would say, it doesn't matter if it's black or if it's white. Yeah, white or black. Yeah, you know what I mean. It doesn't matter for me really. But I'm not a hardcore. I'm a great Star Wars fan, but I'm no fan or hardcore fan of anything. So I can always live with changes in many things. Okay, some books, when I watch the movies, I get angry. But mostly I can live with differences. And if you can, you don't need to buy more pieces, perhaps the tracks, or you don't open the Sandcrawler and you won't see it, because when it's closed you won't see the scrap room. Okay, so that's now the difficult part, to flip this monster around. And you can always see, I see the white here of my desk. So, okay. Now you see the mouth of the beast. You see, we have gaps. And that's the way I get it. Oh, yes. There are small gaps, and they are in the original Mould King version and in the original cavecoat version they are worse, or more worse. Okay, wrong way. Now the hatch opens faster than the Sandcrawler itself. It goes really down to the ground, and so you see here 2 rooms. Here's everything alright, here are the tracks missing. What can we do? Okay, so the problem is, one is here on this big hatch or this panel. If you build it like in the instructions, when you close it, things will fall down because it won't fit. I had to remove 1 or 2 blades of thickness, and then it closes. You will see it when you're building it. It's obvious. The other thing is here. Inside these 2 panels, you won't see it because it's here, is a structure that goes into the middle. And on the middle, this here is fixed. And in the original instructions from Mould King and Cavecoat, the parts inside here are not, there should be 2 studs more to the front. Then it's perfect. And then you had to apply some changes here, or I had to apply some changes here on that panel. They are sitting inside the cockpit on 2 by 2 with the ball joint, and I didn't get it in the right angle. And I changed the 2 by 2 blade that the 2 by 2 brick with the joint is sitting on into a 2 by 2 jumper blade. And with that I can turn the brick with the joint, I got a better angle. And so I managed it for this shape. I know it's not perfect, but it was the best without hours or spending hours in the changes. Okay? So but I think it's okay. It's okay. If you, or first thing, if you have the money for such a set, and I'm talking here not of the Lego version, because if you want to buy this in Lego, here in Germany at least, I put the link or the file, the piece, how many pieces I need into Bricklink, into my Bricklink account, and clicked on only shops here in Germany, and it was 2,300 euros or something. It's over $2,500. And so the Lego version is for most people so far away. This here is affordable. I don't know, it's around 400 euros. It must be around $450. Just look at the set information in the beginning. There are the prices in that shop at the moment of when I edited the video. And I would say that's around $450 or $480 for this set. And for over 13,000 pieces, 6 motors, the accu box, the receiver and the RC. So that's a pretty good deal. And so you can, if you can afford this $480, I believe we here in the rich Western industry countries, we can afford the instructions and buy, like I did, and I hope you will do too, buy the original instructions from Cavegod. Because creating this monster of a set, I would say not hundreds, I would say thousands of hours of his life. Cavegod, if you're watching this here, and I told you in the German version, I tell it here, I bought the instructions long time ago, before even the set here was announced, because I thought one day perhaps I can afford this here, because that I would never afford this. This was a blink in my hand. But if you can afford it, so buy the instructions for Cavegod, please, because he's a great designer. This thing is awesome. And if you have the instructions from Cavegod, you don't have the problems with the front, and you can sleep well, because your consciousness tells you everything is alright. Cavegod got his money. And Cavegod, they will steal more from you. Perhaps not Mould King, but they will steal from you. So just ask Mould King, I can help you. I have an email of them. So if they will steal from you anyway, perhaps write them an email and you say, hey, can we work together? You give me an amount for every set, or an amount for the whole instructions without selling any sets, and perhaps you can get happy and Mould King get happy and all the fans get happy. Perhaps this is a solution. I don't know. Okay. So I believe I said enough. We know the size, we know everything now, you know the problems of the set. Till here, if you cut off here, this is pure fun. This is madness. Pure fun, madness. But only madness without the original instructions. Okay, that's everything. If you have any questions, write me in the comments. If you have any questions and you look at the date releasing this video and it's later than 2 months, perhaps I can answer you. Because mostly I sell my sets after I build them. I can't afford so many sets and my wife kills me. So mostly after 6 or 8 weeks I'm not able to get you any advice for special problems. I can answer perhaps most of the questions, but not perhaps for detailed questions you have or special problems assembling it, because I assemble a lot of sets, so I forget a lot of things. Okay, thank you for watching. I'm Frank, the Brick Freak, and for all the guys who are waiting for the eclipse is my next, yes. And I promise in 3 or 4 weeks we will have the next 2 videos of the assembly and the final review. If there are not any problems with the eclipse. So far I had none. Okay, thank you for watching. I'm Frank, the Brick Freak, the only channel that shows you all the big Mould King sets. Have a good time. Bye bye.